Every person we meet seems to hold up a mirror. This isn't just a poetic idea. It feels like a lived, sometimes startling experience. In the quick flash of someone's judgment, in the warmth of their unexpected affection, in the irritation that flares or the admiration that pulls, in all of it, there's a reflection happening. It can feel like our relationships are entirely about other persons, their actions, their character. But what if the primary relationship in every encounter is actually the one with ourselves? What if the other people are the most dynamic, challenging, and revealing mirrors we will ever look into? This mirror they hold up doesn't just show a face, it shows a focus. It illuminates what we are paying attention to, what we are magnetized by or repelled from. What we consistently notice in others, whether it's a trait we condemn or a quality we admire, often acts as a direct clue. It points towards something alive and active within our own inner landscape. It might be a part of ourselves that feels unresolved, a wound that's still tender, or a potential that's yearning for expression and recognition. Take a moment to think of someone who recently triggered a sharp, critical reaction. Maybe their behavior felt rude, or their presence somehow grating. That surge of judgment is more than just an opinion. It can be felt as a signal, a kind of inner alert. In moments like these, it's possible to pause and turn the question inward. Instead of dwelling on the critique of the other, we might ask, where in my own life am I being invited to cultivate the opposite of what I'm seeing? If a moment of perceived ugliness in others stirs us, perhaps the mirror is asking us to find where we can create or acknowledge beauty within our own sphere. That reaction could be an invitation to nurture more kindness in our own heart, to make peace with a part of ourselves we've kept in shadow, or to simply engage in an act of creation, anything that moves the needle from critique toward cultivation. Now consider the flip side. Bring to mind someone you deeply admire, someone whose grace, strength, or wisdom leaves a mark. That powerful pull of admiration is also a profound reflection. That feeling isn't just about them, it's a resonance. It whispers that the quality we see so clearly in them also exists within us, perhaps as a seed waiting for acknowledgement, or as a strength waiting to be claimed more fully. Our admiration can be a mirror of our own latent potential. To see our reflection in their light isn't about imitation. It's about recognizing a shared fragment of the human spirit and giving ourselves permission to appreciate that same worthy quality within. It can inspire us to own and grow that attribute in a way that is authentic and unique to our own path. This framework means the people who trigger us and the people who inspire us are, in a fundamental sense, serving the same purpose. They are both mirrors. One shows us aspects we may have disowned or fear, our shadow. The other shows us aspects we aspire to or have yet to fully embody, our light. Both are showing us parts of ourselves that are asking for attention, for integration, for love. From this perspective, every relationship becomes a sacred practice. It shifts the focus from trying to change or control the other person to the courageous work of looking inward at what the interaction has stirred up. There is a beautiful and challenging concept in depth psychology that relates to this: projection. It's the unconscious process of disowning aspects of ourselves, both positive and negative, and attributing them to other people. When we are captivated by or intensely irritated by a trait in someone else, it can often be a sign that we have not fully integrated that trait within ourselves. The other person as mirror idea takes this from a clinical concept to a daily spiritual practice. It's not about blaming ourselves for our reactions, but about using those reactions as a map for self-discovery. So how do we move through the world with this in mind? A simple, portable prompt can change everything. When a strong reaction, positive or negative, arises towards someone, there's an opportunity to just whisper internally, "This is a mirror. What is it showing me right now?" The answer might not come immediately. That's perfectly fine. We can simply note, "I'm okay with not knowing right now, but I am paying attention." The very act of asking the question turns our gaze inward. It interrupts the automatic cycle of blame or idealization and creates a moment of conscious space. In that space, the real work and the real beauty begins. It's where we stop being victims of other people's behavior and start becoming students of our own souls. This turns ordinary life into a constant, gentle inquiry. The coworker, the stranger, the family member, they all become teachers, showing us where we are free and where we are still bound. Their reactions reflect back the energy we are putting out, and our reactions to them show us where we are still holding inner conflict. It's a lifelong practice of cleaning our own mirror so that we can see others and ourselves with less distortion and more clarity. And in that clarity, we might just find that the boundaries between me and you become softer. And what remains is a field of reflection where we are all helping each other remember who we truly are.